Hello, everyone. As promised, today I'd like to discuss the concept and potential dangers of a megachurch. What is a megachurch? It is a recent phenomena where a non-denominational church begins to build satellite churches or purchases struggling churches and places them all under one name. That happened in October of 2021 to the wonderful church my husband and I attended for 25 years. Suddenly and without warning, the church was given away, yes, given away, to what has become a megachurch in our area. Along with our church building, the new megachurch received our property, which included 6 homes. This was all done without congregational knowledge or approval. Only the 6 elders and our pastor made that decision. We are the 9th congregation this megachurch has taken over in our area, and I believe there will be more. Let's learn about megachurches. One pastor is in charge of all the churches under his leadership. His message is preached in one of them and is projected on a screen to the others. There is a figurehead pastor present in each individual church who handles some of the details of that particular building. How do megachurches begin? They start with a very charismatic pastor. Congregations are usually mesmerized by him. He easily builds membership and, recognizing his own abilities, suggests the building of another church or the purchase of a struggling one. That too is successful, and the "let's keep going" continues. What is the purpose of a megachurch? Values like "we can do more together" and "the bigger the better" motivates. These churches usually make you feel good as they create an increased sense of spirituality due to things like stage activities and just upbeat Christianity in general. Is all of this successful? Statistics show that more than half of all Americans who attend church today attend these mega churches. What draws people to a mega church? It creates a come-as-you-are atmosphere, has rock-style music, and a riveting message by, as I said, a charismatic pastor who brings comfort and hope to the congregation in this very crazy world. People are moved emotionally. Sounds good, doesn't it? Sadly, though, many well-known megachurches in the United States have already closed or soon will be closing. Why? Here are a few reasons. First, the pastor becomes a celebrity rather than a shepherd. Instead of a man driven to bring people to Christ and grow their faith, his ego often gets the better of him, and his congregants promote that. The church can wrap itself more around the pastor than it does around God. People are mesmerized by the charisma of the pastor, and the pastor can't help but see and enjoy that adoration. Even the elders, who are supposed to be the checks and balances for the pastor, are often mesmerized by him too, and suddenly checks and balances are lost. Accountability and transparency that congregants believed were absolutely present are then suddenly lost in the charisma. Second, the sheer number of lovely, mesmerized women in the congregation often become the Eve of Adam and Eve, and soon an affair begins. sometimes the problem begins with the pastor and not an Eve. A charismatic, mesmerizing pastor can prey on women in the congregation, leading to the pastor falling from grace, and the megachurch ends. Third, the continual and large flow of money. No longer the issue it often is in other churches, can be enticing for the personal use of the pastor. That sin usually starts small, but when it goes unnoticed, easy money grabbing by the pastor grows. Fourth, the power that comes from a mesmerized congregation and staff can lead to abuse by a pastor. He can become dictatorial. Power can do that to otherwise good people. Opposition, if it comes, can produce anger and manipulation from the pastor. Whistleblowers are silenced. All signs the church will soon implode. Knowing all of this, how then can the problems of a megachurch be lessened? God gives some of his people the gift of discernment. Instead of people dismissing concerns stated by these discerned congregants, often labeled as troublemakers, listen and investigate. Many leaders are intimidated by these discerning members who are generally biblically intellectual and, with confidence, question what they see. Things like unrealistic pastoral salaries, unnecessary marketing plans that turn the church into more of a business, pastoral narcissism, pastoral bullying, hints of infidelity, intimidating behavior, and more. When potential trouble rears its ugly head, listen or speak up in love and truth. Don't be bullied or intimidated into silence. Exactly what an erring pastor wants. Pray that the Holy Spirit gives discernment to others. And if a mega church is on your list of possible churches to attend, thoroughly investigate it first. There are some good ones out there. Don't get caught up in the charisma, however. Always put God first. Thanks for listening. Join me next week as we continue growing our faith and living life God's way. Blessings till then.